What's up, crypto legends? In this episode, we're taking a look at the price of Bitcoin on the lower time frames to understand where can the price drop to here in the next coming days. Because yes, we are bearish, we're moving down. We had a major drop here on the 17th of August. How low can we go? Are we just going to capitulate down to $19,000 in the coming days? Or are we going to manage to hold this range, get a bounce first out of nowhere, and then possibly drop down weeks after this recovery? We're going to explain that scenario with Elliott wave theory, guys. We're taking a look at the higher time frames, looking at Fibonacci time to understand where can we finish here, this bearish momentum, where could the bottom be in the coming months for Bitcoin, and taking a look at the total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, basically the altcoins. This is a large accumulation that is going to happen for the next coming months, guys, where there's going to be massive buying opportunity for those good projects for that bull run to come by the end of 2024 and 2025. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. What is going on, guys? The price of Bitcoin, very dumpy. Are we going to absolutely capitulate all the way down to $19,000 in the coming days? Well, let me just explain the possibilities, right, coming here for the next few days, guys. We can get ready for some potential trading setups. No doubt that this is bearish. There is a lot of scalping and day trade opportunities inside of this zone, of course. But let's go through on the higher time frames. What are the levels that we could get ready for a possible swing trade? I'm going to go through this with you guys, and if you want to get into this possible swing trade, you want to do it on Bybit. Bybit is the #1 crypto trading platform for me. You do get $30,000 worth of bonus if you sign up with the link down below in the description, depending on what you deposit. All of this bonus is to pay fees and the losses that you do have with your trading. Bitflex, of course, you do not have to do KYC. You get $10 if you deposit $100, all right, for trading, and you also got a great video tutorial on how to set up Bitflex. Diving in here right away, guys, with the price of Bitcoin. What is going on? There's a lot of confusion here with some crypto exchanges because on derivatives trading, the low here from June has been taken on BitGet, on Bybit, on Femex, you know, all of these futures exchanges. But on the spot exchanges such as Coinbase, that low hasn't been taken. So will it be a successful breakout? This is the $24,800 range. And no doubt that this has been very much impulsive moves to the upside. I'm going to say that the Bitcoin bottom is in here at $15,500, but I'm very much aware that $19,000, even $17,000 could be on the way in the coming months, guys. So what we need to do is be prepared for those ranges, all right, to scoop up some cheap Bitcoin for the future. So diving here right away with this scenario, I can tell you only one thing here. This is a corrective move. Now, the corrective moves can be very impulsive here to the downside, especially if it's a second wave. I am speculating that this is already a first wave to the upside and the bottom is in, guys. That is what I personally think. I think this is a one wave inside already of the bull market. The bear market low is already in. And now we're going to get into a very aggressive second wave corrective move that can go all the way down to the 7-8 Fibonacci range, even slightly lower, to find that bottom formation at some point in the coming months, and then start the major third rally in 2024. Now, let's dive in. Where are we at right now with this movement down? I think this is just the start of a corrective move. All of this has taken a long time, from November to July, all right? 7 months here, 7 to 8 months of price action to the upside. So we can expect also about 7 to 8 months of corrective moves. It is very rare to get a small corrective move, all right, and then start pumping from this range. That is unlikely to happen. So we very much understand that the bearish momentum will continue for the coming months. I'm not shouting for 12K or 9K, which I think is only possible if we do get a major black swan event, a major depression worldwide, which is, you know, definitely possible. We leave it that way. But overall, I know that we are going to correct here very likely for the next coming months. So what we need to understand here, from the peak here of the top, what has happened is that we have created just 4 waves, which is from the all-time high here of this year, the high of this year, this move down, this lower high right there, this movement here to the downside, this 4th wave, we are inside of the fifth wave right now, that this could take a few days till we actually take that low here of 24,800 on the spot exchanges. So taking that low is going to be a decision moment for Bitcoin, because we know that we do not have much support in between $19,000 and $25,000. There was a fast move here happening back in March of 2023 of this year. So we're very much aware of a capitulation moment. Will that happen or not? Well, we're going to have to see. Like I said, if we were to create that fifth wave down and get a recovery above the low here in June, which is $24,800, I can already tell you that this is likely going to be an A wave finish. What happens when we do create an A wave finish? Then possibly this is only possible, guys, if we wick down below the low here of June and we manage to recover above it. This is only going to be possible if we do get that recovery above the June low. I am not speculating here in long positions beneath the 24,800, the June low. I'm not speculating. I'm not putting limit orders. I am not adding to my position. Any of this irresponsible trading I am not doing, guys. I'm only waiting patiently to see how are we going to hit that level, understanding that this could be the end of this corrective wave that is going to be already over 2 months, guys. Since the 14th of July till today, it's almost been 2 months already of corrective move. We can get into an impulsive move here for the next 1 to 2 months, all right, into October, November, and then get in another major corrective move at the end of the year, at the beginning of 2024. I'll explain this right away in the next coming minutes. Like I said, we need to pay attention, because we might not capitulate down to $19,000 or $20,000 in the coming days. It might create a low and then a huge major bounce out of nowhere, going to get people in really surprised on what's happening with Bitcoin. Where did this massive bounce come from? All right, you know, we're in a new uptrend. That is very much a possibility. I would expect much lower prices here to the end of the year, guys, but very much knowing the Elliott wave counts, the corrective wave, the timing here, we have been impulsing massive impulsive moves to the upside. Then this correction, price moves in waves, guys, and it's not going to move in a straight line here to the downside. Could it happen? Of course it can. We never know how much selling pressure there can be, if there's going to be a black swan event, but this level is crucial to hold in the short term. And if we do get that bounce above 24,800, guys, I can already tell you that the rally is going to be pretty sharp. It's going to be a pretty sharp rally that can even go all the way up to the $30,000 range, meaning that you're looking here for that 618 Fibonacci range, okay? Possibly in between 618 and 78 is very, very likely. I know this looks like impossible. No way. We're going down to 10K, 12K, you know, in a matter of weeks. You know, we're moving in waves, and we're likely going to get a bounce if we do hold here the 24,800. So I'm paying close attention. I've got some alerts here set on TradingView to check that reaction, because I am not interested to get into any long positions as long as we beneath the 24,800 range, because this can capitulate very, very aggressively. And of course, I don't want to get into that, you know, short scenario, long scenario underwater, right? You know, I'm not that kind of trader, that kind of swing trader. So waiting for that to happen, guys. How are we going to test these lows of June to see if we are going to recover to then get 3 waves here to the upside, and then finally get that next wave impulsive here to the downside, okay, bringing us to possibly $19,000, even $17,000. How can this happen? How do I think this could happen, guys? Well, if we do take a look here at this chart, all right, let me take a look at this chart right now and zoom out. I'm going to explain right away with timing, okay, from the latest bull market. Now, we know the halving is just 7 months away. We know that after the halving, we are likely going to get into bullish momentum. It's just very likely, with the ETFs being approved and also the supply being cut half of Bitcoin every single day, going from 900 Bitcoin mined to 450. There's going to be less supply out there. And obviously the supply on exchanges is shrinking every single week, guys. So it's inevitable that only this price action to the downside that could happen in the next coming months is just going to be temporary. So Going here to the low, let's take a look at Fibonacci time. And Fibonacci time is a great tool to recognize, how far can that impulse go? How far can the corrective waves go? So if we do take a look at the low here from December of 2018 to the high here, which was just around about July as well, we can see here the 1-to-1 to the 1.618 is the range where you would finish a possible corrective wave. As you can see here, this is what happened here back in 2019 and 2020. In between the 1-to-1 and the 1.618, where we did have the C19 crash, was kind of the end of the corrective move, then getting into this massive impulse. So if we were to speculate that, of course, this was one wave, two wave, and then going into more waves here, that this has been the low, let me just understand that, like I said, this is one wave here to the upside. We're going to enter, we entered already the second corrective wave, expecting more bearish momentum for the next coming months. What does Fibonacci time tell us if we go from the low to the peak? Okay, if we do go low from the low to the peak here, right over here, like I explained, in between the 1-to-1 and the 1.618 is what I expect. If we get this low over here to the high created, in between 1-to-1 would be March of 2024 and August of 2024. So the halving is in between this range. So we could be correcting here for several months, okay? So around about 6, 7, even 8 months of bearish momentum here for the price of Bitcoin. Like I said, what happened here during the bottom, there was massive volume created at this bottom range. There's a lot of volume at this low. If we do take a look at fixed range volume profile here, from this zone here by late 2018 here and April of 2019, there's a big zone right there. We created a huge, massive volume node. Guess where the price bounced after the C19 crash? It was exactly here at that high volume node from this major consolidation that we had for many months. Something very similar here. If we do take a look at this range on the volume profile going from July of 2022 to December of 2022, taking a look at 5-6 months, if we do take a look at that fixed range volume profile, the highest volume is exactly at $17,000. Now, this would be sitting round about the 7.8 Fibonacci, okay? 7.8.88 Fibonacci range, as you can see here on the chart. So round about this zone is where I would expect the price to get a severe bounce. 0.78, 0.88, where you do have that high volume level that is unlikely to break to get a successful move beneath 15,500. So we're going a little bit with history. I know history doesn't need to repeat. This time is different. But if we do go with the timing and the waves and the possible formations here and the halving being, in April, May of 2024, we haven't got much time after the halving. We are likely to get into a massive bull run. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen. So corrective moves, where could the bottom be? Like I said, I am going to say the bottom of this corrective move in the coming months should be in between $19,000 and $17,000. That is what I would expect here for the price to bottom out at some point here in the coming months and then enter that huge, massive rally. You're going to hear a lot of people talking about this, but I've been through this cycle. It was very much predictable that yes, the bottom was in as well, and people were saying that no, that's not in, Bitcoin is doomed. Now we've got C19, everything's crashing, and obviously we entered that bull run. Something very similar is going to happen whether we do get a black swan event or not. I think the price will not successfully dip beneath $17,000, so I'm going to count on the bottom is in, guys. I would love to buy Bitcoin at $17,000 again, so let's just see if we are going to go all the way down there in the coming months. But with Fibonacci time, like I said, it is likely that we should be bottoming out in between $17,000 and $19,000. Now let's hop in here right away, because on the lower time frames for Bitcoin, yes, like I said, we need to pay attention, guys. This is the only kind of swing long position. There's a great scalping scenarios inside of this zone, all right? Reading CVD, reading the levels here, understanding what is going on here inside of the chart. If you want more updates on this, you want to join the Legends trading community. Here's where I post every single day. I'm getting in some altcoins as well here to trade as well, looking at the levels and being very careful and showing you and guiding you with very good risk management every single day. You got information posted every single day here on the Discord, guys. To join the Discord, you have the link in the description as well if you want those daily updates, not only on Bitcoin, but also adding some altcoins every single day for those opportunities. Talking about the altcoins, total crypto market cap here, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's basically all of the altcoins without Ethereum, Now, what I want to make you understand here is that the bear market has finished. The bear market has finished. The low is likely in for a lot of the cryptos, but we are going to see a little bit of more sideways action, bearish momentum, boring price action, guys, which is basically just going sideways, maybe creating some slightly lower lows. But overall, it's a great accumulation zone here for the months ahead. Of course, this could be on for almost another year till mid-2024. And then we're going to start getting into that major rally by the end of 2024, in between 2024 and 2025, okay, entering into the new year. Likely going to get that rally for those altcoins. Like I'm making you understand here is that it has finished already, guys. The bear market here was very aggressive during 2022, and now it's just very boring. Now it looks like everything's dead. It's getting little pumps, it's getting drops again. It's going to be like that for several months, and people just lose interest. And this is the moment where you need to have a lot of interest, guys. This is the moment where you want to accumulate those great projects. Whether the price continues lower and lower, it's time to accumulate to DCA. I did this back in 2018, 2019, 2020, and I was buying the dip, and it was keep dipping, and it's kept dipping and kept dipping, and I was buying and it was dipping. So buying and losing, and obviously at the end it was absolutely a great decision. That DCA was phenomenal. So you got a rally here in 2017 of the altcoins, of course, with Bitcoin, then a huge major drop, and then sideways here for almost about 2 years, guys, over 24 months here of boring momentum, you know, not even the lows being hit, sometimes hitting the low here, but then sideways. So no major big bearish, you know, massive drops and capitulation. It was just drop, create another low, sideways, bounce, drop, and maybe another low, then sideways, then get another bounce. And then obviously after that large period of accumulation of over 2 years, you enter this huge massive rally. Of course, this rally ended in 2021 at the end, and then in 2022, huge massive bearish momentum. And then what we're expecting right now, just after a year, is possibly another year of sideways action. It's going to be very boring. It's going to be looking like everything is dead, but a lot of the good projects, okay, such as the L1s, the L2s, DeFi, you know, some projects of gaming, a lot of the good ones will survive and get into a major rally at the end of 2024, entering into 2025, and we are expecting another boom, guys, which is likely to happen at some point. The exact timing is very difficult. There could be some months of difference, but by the end of 2024, you know, and 2025, part of 2025, we'll be getting that explosive move here on the altcoins. These sideways action is to get excited. A lot of people are leaving crypto. A lot of people thinking that most are a scam. I can already tell you that DeFi, you know, and a lot of the L1 projects are here. They will survive, and they will do over a 10, 20x in the next 2 years, guys. So very exciting for the altcoins, guys. I am buying. If you are buying, let me know what are you buying down below in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.